Shall we start? Yeah, Javed may be join.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Sir, Java is not picking calls, sir. You can continue. Start, sir.
Your voice is very low. Yeah, tell me now.
Uh, Sir, Java is not picking call.
Okay, fine. Fine. So we'll start now.
Okay, sir.
Vinod is recording this.
Yes, sir.
Are you recording? Okay.
Yes.
So in the last class we have seen about the select options, correct?
Yes, sir.
Instead of parameters, how to put the select options, and we have also seen different modularization techniques in which we have covered the subroutines. Now we are going for the function modules. Okay. To create a function module, what you need to do, you need to go to the transaction SE37. To create a function module, go to the transaction SE37. Press enter. To create a function module, you need to go to the transaction SE37, and then and one more important point is a function module is a block of code where you can write some code and you can call the function module inside your program wherever it is required.
Yes, sir.
Now some 10 to 15 function modules together will stay in a function group. Function group means a function group is a group which, so by function group the function modules will share a common data like global data and all will be there in a function group. Okay, so what is a function module? Function module is a block of code which will be created in SE37 transaction. Once the function module is created, it can be useful in any program. Any program we can call the function module. What is a function group? Function group holds number of function modules. Function group can hold a number of function modules. Fine. Now first what we need to do, if you want to create a function module, you need to have a function group. So now I will show you how to create a function group. So now if you want to create a function group, you need to go to function groups, create group. Please note down each and every step, otherwise yeah, anyway this session is recording, so not a problem. So go to function groups, create group, click on this create group, give the function group name. I'll give here group name Z test FUNGRP, Z test function group. Give here some short description, anything you can give here, function group, and save it. Click on local object. So now what we have done, we have created a function group. What is the function group name? Z test FUNGRP. Once after creating the function group, go to the transaction SE38. Go to the transaction SE38 and give the function group name. Function group name Z test FUNGRP. Give here the function group name. And here at the beginning, give the keyword SAPL. Add here the keyword SAPL. before the function group name. And after adding this SAPL keyword, click on the activate button in the SE38 screen. Click on this and press enter. So once you activate the function group, now come back to the SE37 to create a function module. Now your function group is created and activated. Now I want to create a function module in the function group. So I want to create a function module. So I will say test get VBAK data. Some name you can give. You can give any name. Click on create. When you click on create, it's asking the function group name. Just now we have created one function group name, right? What is that function group? test FUNGRP. Give it. So, and short text for the function module. Function module to get VBAK data. VBAK is a table, sales order table. From that table I want to get the data. So I'll save it. Now observe this message. What it was saying, a function module name is reserved for SAP, which means if you create this function module, anybody can use this function module. Not only in your program, any other program can also use this function module. Continue. When you continue, see this screen was coming. Now first I will go to the attributes tab. In the attributes tab, what are all there? What is the function group? What is the person responsible? Who has created this? Or who has changed this? In which package it is? What is the program name? Otherwise, what is the function group name? Those kind of details are there in the attributes tab. Next one is the import tab. Import tab means, see, these function modules are called by programs. Okay. So when I'm doing coding in SE38, that means ABAP editor, I will call this function module. From the SE38 screen, I will give some inputs to the function module. Based on that inputs, a function module will calculate something and the result will be exported again to the SE38. So I will give you one scenario here. See, for example, say India is there and say some other country is there, like England is there. Okay. So assume that in India there is more cotton productivity is more. Okay. So India will export the cotton to the England. Then England will grill it, or England will process it and make the cloths. After making the cloths, England will export the cloths to the India again. Okay, like that. From SE38 program, you will export some values to the function module. In the function module, you will do something. Okay. So after doing something, again the function module will export the processed data to the SE38. Got it? The process. Vinod?
Can you repeat one point, sir?
Yeah, the thing is, see, in a common business, this is something like, so the same example I'll repeat. Say for example, one country is having a more number of cotton or more number of resources.
Yes, sir.
It's sending that resource, it's exporting that resources to another country.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just similarly, SE38, the program will export some data, some parameters or some select options to the function module.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then the function module will process the data. The function inside the function module, we can do some calculations. Inside the function module, we can do some select queries and all. After getting the proper data, what the function module will do? Function module will again export the end result to the report. To the report. Okay. So now one more point you need to remember here. Whatever the program exports, function module will import that. Whatever the function module exports, program will import that. Getting it? Like what I'm saying is, if India is exporting cotton means UK need to import it, correct? UK will import the cotton. If UK is exporting some clothes means India will import the clothes.
Yes, sir.
Automatically, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the same thing will happen here also. So now from the SE38 program, say for example, I am getting a parameter P underscore Veblen. From SE38 program, I will export the parameters. Okay. So here in the importing tab, I need to put the parameter. Okay. P underscore P underscore VBELN, some field name. Type. I will go to the VBAK table. In this there is a field called VBELN, which means a sales document. See, in my program I will declare in SE38 I will declare the parameters P underscore Veblen, and whatever the user gives that I will pass to the function module. Associated type I will say VBAK hyphen table hyphen field name VBELN. So now what's happening? In the program you will give something, a program will export that P underscore parameters to the function module. Function module will import that P underscore Veblen. And finally I want to put the data into the work area. And I want to export the work area to the program. So I'll declare work area type VBAK. Okay. Next I will click on this source code. In the source code I will write select single star from VBAK into work area where VBELN is equal to P underscore VBELN.
Yes,
Now save. Check and activate. Now your function module is ready and active. Now go to the program. Go to the program and create a program. So this is how you can create a function module. Okay. So this is the function module we have already created. Now go to the program and try to call the function module inside the program. So what this program will do? Calling the function module. Type, you should put executable. Click on save local object. So in this program I will declare a parameter P underscore VBELN type parameters keyword I need to give. VBAK hyphen VBELN. So here I will say this is a function module name which we have created, correct? I want to call this function module now. Click on pattern button. There is a button here. Pattern, PATTERN. Click on this pattern button. A pop-up will come. In the pop-up you give the function module name. Once you give the function module name, click on continue. Now, what I am doing, in the P underscore weblearn, whatever is there, that I am exporting to the function module P underscore weblearn. So here, whenever you call a function module, always your right hand side, whatever you give here on the right hand side, that will be the program variables. Whatever is there on the left hand side, those are function module related variables. Now we have declared P underscore weblearn, we have declared work area inside the function module. So these are coming here. Okay. Similarly, I have declared P underscore weblearn in the program. So this P underscore weblearn I am passing to the function module. Now the function module will get the data into the work area. Once the function module will get the data into the work area, I need to capture it in the program. To capture, what I will say, I will declare one work area here, data, work area, type, VBAK, and put the work area here. And after this, write work area hyphen VBELN, work area hyphen BUKRS. There are some two fields I will write. To save it, check it. Book course is not there. So I will say VKORG, let us check. In VBAK table, BUKRS field is not there. So I am saying weblearn and VKORG, write both the fields. And now I will debug and show it to you what's happening. So P underscore weblearn I need to give. I'll go to the VBAK table. I'll take some entry, some weblearn, some sales document number, and I'll give the sales document number in my program. I'll execute. So it is coming here. The cursor is here. Call function get test get VBAK data. What is there in P underscore weblearn? Whatever you have given, correct? In the parameters, whatever you have given. So now I'll click on F5. So observe where it was going. Where it went?
It's the function. Go to function module.
Yeah, it went inside the function module. Okay, so it went inside the function module and select single star from VBAK into work area where weblearn equal to P underscore weblearn. Okay, so now work area, let us see. The work area is empty now, but after I press F5, work area will be filled. So now work area got filled up. Okay.
Yes.
So now it will be back. So now it came back to the program.
Yes, sir.
Now work area got filled. So I am writing work area VBELN. What is the work area VBELN? 4975. What is the work area VKORG? VKORG. Let us see where it is. Yeah, this one. VKORG
Yes, sir.
is 1000. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So VKORG is 1000. Okay, fine. Now we need to get those in the output. So those details we are getting in the output. Got it? Fine. So now I will explain once again. A program will call a function module. Okay. So the p underscore weblan work area, these are the program related variables. So this p underscore weblan I am exporting. See, in the exporting tab I am giving this p underscore weblan. A p underscore weblan I am exporting from the program. If I go inside the function module, I am importing p underscore weblan. See, this is the importing tab. I am importing p underscore weblan. So this is just like a concept of, if somebody, that means if some country is exporting the raw material, another country will import the same raw material. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and then what it was doing based on this p underscore weblan, the function module is getting some data and putting it into the work area. This work area function module is exporting. Work area type PBI exporting. So whatever you export inside the function module, that will be importing inside the program. Once you import it into the program variable, it will write. So any questions in this? If you are having any confusion, you ask me.
It's like we are exporting WebLN from the program to function and importing work area from the function model to program.
Yes.
Right, sir?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So now,
It's like it's just like we are giving input, sir.
yeah,
in the form
we are
of
giving.
WebLN.
Yes, we are giving input to the program. That means function module. Function module will do something. A final output function module will give it to us.
Yes.
Then the next thing. In discussing the subroutines, I told you that actual parameters and formal parameters, and I have also told you that the names should not be the equal for actual and formal parameters.
Yes, sir.
There may be having different names. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For function module also they can have different names. For example, here I will say p underscore VB. That's it. I will change the name of the parameter. Similarly, work area name also I will say work area VBELN. I will change the name of the work area. Then tell me what to do. I will call the function module.
There also.
I will remove this. I will call the function module once again.
There p underscore weblan equal
So now
to
whatever now p underscore VBLN is equal to what to pass to this p underscore VBLN?
p underscore
P underscore VBs.
Yeah, whatever user will give, that you pass it here. P underscore VB will be value valid inside the program. This value will go to the p underscore weblan.
Yes.
And the function module will calculate the work area. Correct? Function module will calculate this work area. And where you need to capture this?
WA
underscore WebLan.
Yeah, WA underscore weblan. You need to capture it. Okay? And you write down here WA weblan hyphen Veblen, WA work area hyphen field name. You need to write.
Yes.
Okay. Save it,
Yes.
check it, and activate. If I go inside the program, if I write something like this, WA underscore VBELN hyphen VKORG is equal to 1000. Otherwise, I'll put 2000. Now, what will happen?
So even if the value of VKORG is 1000, 2000 will be imported, sir.
No, first tell me, is this work area is declared inside the function module or in the program?
It's declared
In the program.
It's in the program.
In the program. So it is not valid inside the function module.
Function.
Remember. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So whatever you declare inside the program, it is not valid inside the function module. Similarly, whatever you declare inside the function module is not valid in the program. So if you do this and make a syntax check, function module will give a error. I don't know what is W underscore VBELN. Okay, so it will say W underscore VBELN is unknown. Function module don't know because this was declared in your program. Your program only knows what is W underscore VBELN, but your function module knows work area name is WA because you have declared the work area in exporting parameter. Okay, so you have declared the work area here. So your function module knows only the work area name is WA. If WA underscore VBELN or something which was declared in your program you are writing here, it won't know. And come back. Similarly, I'll go to the program, and if can I write something like this, work area WA hyphen Veblen. Can I write this?
No, sir, you can.
No, you cannot write.
Yeah.
In a program does not know what is WA. Inside the function module, WA is valid, but in the program, WA is not valid. So you must write this work area. Okay, so this work area hyphen field name. This is valid. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now the next step. Now the next step is how to pass the tables. I'll go to the function module. So in the exporting parameters, I'll create one internal table IT underscore VBAK type. Can you tell me what should I give here? Associated type. Shall I give VBAK?
Work area.
If I give VBAK, this will become
A table.
work area, correct?
Yes, sir.
Same I have given on the top also. If I give VBAK reference, then whatever you give here, maybe work area or maybe some name, whatever the name you give here, that will become a work area. But I want to make this variable as an internal table. What to give here?
We need to give work area over. That's
We need to give
work area. Work area name field. Or else,
no. I want to declare an internal table which is like VBAK.
Pivot
Table of
Table table types.
Yes, yes. Table type you need to give. So let us go to the SE11 and search. Is there any table type is available for VBAK? Click on the data. How to search whether the table type is available or not? Click on data type. Click, put here star VBAK star. Click on F4. Now it's asking for what you are searching, the data element or structure or whatever. I'm searching for table type, so I'll click on this. So these many table types are available, in which I'll go to the VBAK underscore T. So this is a standard SAP table type is already available for VBAK table. Click on display and see whether VBAK is there inside or not. VBAK is there. Okay. So this is the table type. So take this table type and give it in your function module. Okay. So now this will become a internal table. So generally what we'll do, generally internal table you can give in exporting parameters or importing parameters or changing parameters or tables. Anywhere you can give. For example, if you are giving this in the changing parameters, I will delete it from here. I will go here, changing, give here IT underscore VBAK type VB. There is a table type, no? Give the table type. Table type is VBAK underscore T. Give like this. Okay. Go to the source code. Now I'll say select single star from VBAK into table IT underscore VBAK, where Veblen equal to P underscore Veblen. So I am getting some data into the internal table.
Yes.
Now there is one more thing here. If you observe here, there is a checkbox optional. If I check this, that means this parameter is optional. What is optional?
Maybe you will import or you will not import.
Yes, correct. So from the program, I can give the input. That means I can export it, or I can ignore. That means I cannot also export it. The function module will not say anything. But if it is not an optional, that means but this parameter is mandatory, and then if I not exported from the program, then the function module will go for a short dump. It will not execute properly. Okay, so that is the importance of optional checkbox. If you make a parameter optional, or if you make exporting or importing parameter, changing parameter is an optional, okay, then what will happen? Even though you give it or you won't give it, not a problem. But if you make it as a mandatory, you must give it from the program.
Sir, like this, there is import and export. I've got it. What is this changing parameter?
Changing parameter is something like you can, it has both the options. That means you can send some work area from the program, you can do modifications, you can again get the data from the function module. Say for example here IT underscore VBAK is there, no? We have declared in the
Yes.
changing. So now I will show you what's happening with the changing. Single is not required because we are selecting into the table. So here what I will do, I'll remove the function module. I'll call the function module once again. Now see, it's changing also coming. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll declare work, internal table here. P underscore Veblen, I'll pass this value, and whatever the data is there in ITVBAK, I'll capture in itab. Then I will say loop at itab into work area, write this and loop. Now, yeah. Save, check, activate. I need to give work area Veblen. Okay. I'll put a breakpoint here. Here we have given previously some value, it might go on, I think. Okay, let me give some value. $4974. So now what is there here? P underscore VB. P underscore VB 4974 is there. I'll go inside the function module. So now see what is there in P underscore VB? Nothing. It is not valid inside the function module. If you get this symbol, this is invalid variable. P underscore VB is no more valid inside the function module. But what is valid inside the function module? P underscore Veblen. Now P underscore Veblen is 4974. And we are getting the data into which table? ITVBAK. For ITVBAK we got one entry. So this is the entry we got in the ITVBAK table. Okay, so now I will come out of the function module. As soon as I come out of the function module, ITVBAK is invalid. See, this is invalid. But what is valid? ITVBAK, whatever is there, we have captured it into the itab.
Yes, sir.
So itab is valid. So itab has filled with the data whatever we got inside the function module. So now loop at this and write it. Okay. So this is what is happening. Now you asked what is a changing? What is the difference between a changing? Exporting means you can export only some value. Importing means you can only import some value. But changing means you can do both, export and as well as import. I'll tell you how. What I will say here, work area Veblen hyphen Veblen is equal to P underscore VB. Append work area Veblen to itab. Okay, I'll go inside the function module. I'll write here some code. If P underscore VBELN is initial read table IT underscore VBAK index 1 P underscore VBELN is equal to read, I will say, into work area index 1 P underscore Veblen is equal to work area hyphen VBELN, and after this I will say and if. So already we have seen this read table syntax somewhere, correct?
Yes, sir.
I will explain you once again, don't worry. So now I will save it, check it. P underscore Veblen cannot be changed. Okay, otherwise I will say here so now I have written some coding here. I will explain you what is this. I am going to the program. After this I will say clear P underscore VB. Now I will put a breakpoint here. Execute. Give some value in P underscore VB and execute. Now observe. What is there in P underscore VB? 4974. Okay. What is there in work area Veblen hyphen Veblen? The work area has so many fields, right? In that, what is the field as of now in the Veblen? Nothing is there. What I am doing, I am putting this 4974 into this field. Then what is this step? Append work area to iTab. Then what will happen? Append work area to iTab. This internal table has so many fields are there, in which if I say append, this was appended. Okay, 4974 is coming into the internal table. All other fields are empty. All other fields are empty now. Okay. So now I clear P underscore VB. As of now, what is there in P underscore VB? 4974 is there. After this step, what is there? P underscore VB blank. Blank is there. So now what I am doing here? I am doing P underscore VB. I am passing blank to the function module, and similarly passing iTab. iTab, I told you, whenever you give some changing keyword, it can have both exporting features and importing features. So if I go inside,
Yes,
iTab is invalid. If I go inside, iTab is invalid, but what is the corresponding table? ITVBack, correct? So now let us see what is there in ITVBack. So whatever is there in the ITAB previously, that is there in ITVBAC. Correct?
Yes.
So this was exported from the program and imported. And what will be there in P underscore Veblen? P underscore Veblen is a blank. Why?
It's defined in programs.
No, it's defined here only. P underscore Veblen. We have cleared no P underscore VA. Just before calling the function module, we have written clear P underscore VB, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why P underscore Veblen here is blank. Now, if P underscore Veblen is blank, so the next statement, read table ITVBAK into work area index 1. Read table ITVBAK. Say for example, this ITVBAK, this is internal table. This internal table has some 100 records. Among the 100 records, put one record into the work area where index is equal to 1. Index means the internal table record number. This is the first record, second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record, sixth record, like that. Every record will have an index. Now this is the first record. So what I am saying, read the internal table ITVBAK and put it into the work area when the record number is 1. As of now, in the work area nothing is there, if you observe. The work area is totally blank, that means clear. Now after this step, the Veblen will be filled with 4974. Okay? And then I am doing a select star from VBAK into the work area where Veblen equal to work area Veblen. What is the work area Veblen now? 4974. After this, what will happen? ITVBAK content will be changed. Previously, except Veblen, all are blank. Now observe the remaining field. All these fields are filled now. Correct? Now I will come out of the function module. I am coming out of the function module. So now here ITAB, if you observe the ITAB, whatever the changes was done in the function module, inside the function module, all the changes are reflecting here.
Yes, sir.
So this is a use of a changing parameter. It can be used as exporting as well as importing parameter. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Fine. Then next, one more thing. There is something else called tables. But tables is obsolete. You can also give some table name like VBAK. You can give like this. If you press enter, you observe the status bar. Just scroll down in your screens and observe it. Tables parameters are obsolete. So these are obsolete. So now actually OOPS ABAP orientation program is not using the tables keyword. So don't use this. If at all if you want to use, give here internal table name, typing you give the like, and associated type, no need to give the table type, you give the structure name. Internal table will be created. But this is a different concept, so as of now, for the time being, we are not using this. I'll delete. Okay. The next one is exceptions. For example, in a source code, I am writing some code, correct? If size of RC is not equal to 0, what does that mean? Say for example, after this, I will say, if size of RC not equal to 0, so what shall I do? Size of RC not equal to 0 means what does it mean?
If the above statement doesn't execute
Properly.
Yeah,
Successfully.
in this table, is select statement was not executed, data not found, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if the data not found, what I will do? I will declare one exception here. I will go to the exception table. Here I will go to the exceptions tab. here I will say data not found. Okay, and whatever you give here, copy this, go to the source code and give here a keyword rise, R-A-I-S-E, rise, data not found.
Okay.
So in the exceptions, you should give something, data not found or data not detected. You give something here and copy exactly the same word. Come to the source code. Here the keyword is rise, R-A-I-S-E. Give this keyword and data not found you need to give.
Okay.
Okay, now if I put the exception, what will happen? I'll go to the program. So this is a function module already previously we have called, right? This is the function module. So now I'll call the function module once again so that you can see the difference between giving the exception and without giving the exception. Okay. So I'll call the function module once again. Now see, this is before giving the exception. This is after giving the exception. What is the difference?
Yeah, sir.
The difference is here exceptions are coming. Okay, and here some message also coming. This portion is different, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So only this portion is different. So now this is the old one. So I'll delete this. I will give here p_vb. And here also I'll give itab. These exceptions are commented. I will uncomment these exceptions. Always uncomment the exception in any function module. Any exceptions are there, uncomment the exceptions and messages. Okay. So what is the advantage of giving the exception? In the p_vb, somebody has given some junk value. Okay, so somebody don't know that we need to give the sales document number in p_vb. Somebody has given some junk value and they are executing the program. Okay, then what should happen? I'll give some value which is not available in VBAK table in p_vb and I'll execute. Let us see what's happening. p_vb is that value. That value will be coming into the
Data.
work area veblen-veblen. That value will go inside the itab.
Yes, sir.
So itab veblen is filled with that value. And I'm clearing the p_veblen. Now call the function module. p_veblen is cleared. Now the next step, I'm reading the table ITVBAK into the work area index 1. What is there in ITVBAK? This one is there. This one I am putting into the work area. I'm putting into the work area, so I am getting this into the work area. So in the work area, I'm having this DRT this value. So I have done the select query and size of our C is now 4. Based on this value, No entry is there in the database table
Yes.
based on this value. So the size of earth is not equal to 0. So what will happen here? Data
Yeah.
not found.
Not found.
Correct? So it will come
Yes.
to the data not found. And it will come here. It will go size of earth is not equal to 0. It will give a message. It will go for the message and it will give a message. So that is the advantage of exception. Okay?
Okay, sir.
And so this is your function module. This is how you need to handle the function module. This is how you need to create and call a function module, and you need to handle it.
Okay, sir.
And whatever, if you want to put some exceptions, you can put it. Okay. So just try to practice this function module, and we will meet in the next class with the includes.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay. Sir,
Yeah.
actually,
Tell me.
yesterday you had told to execute a program without giving input for select entries and
Select options.
select options as well as parameters.
Parameter. Have you done?
Yes, I have done, sir. Can you make me as presenter?
What is the difference you found?
So like with parameter, if you don't give any input, it's not getting executed, sir. But select options, we are getting the entire this thing, sir.
Yeah, entire list, whatever there in the table, total list will come in the select option. Okay. Fine, that is the correct one. So please make a note. Whenever in the parameter, if you are not filling anything, data will not come. But if the select option, even though if you don't fill anything, total data will come. Not this one.
Okay.
28, sir. Yes, sir. Test. 27.
Select option. See, I'll execute without giving anything. See, all the records will come.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the advantage. That means this is the advantage of select options. But whereas if you declare it as a parameter and execute the same thing, it will not get any data. There is one more difference between the select options and okay. So you are right. So practice it. Function modules also practice it, because the function modules are the fundamentals for the next coming topics. Okay.
Okay.
So practice it and we'll meet in the next class.
Sir, when it
Sir,
will
tomorrow, holiday, sir.
I'll confirm. Maybe we have a class tomorrow. I'll just confirm it. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Vinod. Evening class is there, not today?
Yeah. Evening class is there.
Okay, sir.
Okay.